of the NFL here on Madden 20. Do a little warm up here with the Thursday night game. I know the Buccaneers have won this game. Poorly played game after a weather delay. But nothing as poor as those Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll get to that later on in the stream. Yuck. I mean, I figured they'd lose to New England, but the way that they lost, yeah.
Can McCaffrey do it again? Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
All right, week 2 underway. Let's get it.
2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jameis Winston leading out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and week 1 did not go as Tampa Bay or Jameis had envisioned. That loss to San Francisco, Charles. Jameis Winston, he threw 3 interceptions.
And what does brand new Tampa coach Bruce Arians like to say about his quarterbacks when they're throwing the ball?
Something about a biscuit?
Yeah, no risk it, no biscuit, right?
No risk it, no biscuit.
But with Jameis Winston, they're trying to get him to eliminate the risk and just get the biscuit. In this game, that didn't happen. 2 pick sixes thrown in the opener. Although, to be fair, 2 touchdown passes to tight end Cameron Brate were called back due to penalty.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
Peyton Barber had his best year running the football in 2018, and he was 9th in the league last year in rushing attempts. The only issue, yards per carry. Total yards under 900. New head coach Bruce Arians, he believes he can improve his efficiency.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete.
Mike Evans had him beat.
He couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 guys had a chance at that one.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Cam Newton ready to lead this Carolina Panthers offense. And week 1 after the game, Charles, he admitted, hey, I was a little rusty, but remember, he only played 3 series in the preseason.
Yeah, 25 of 38, 239, an interception by Aqib Talib against him. Ran the ball only 3 times for -2 yards. Didn't look like the normal Cam Newton. I think he'll round into form, but they will have to think about sending some deeper routes against opponents coming up because they've got to loosen up the line of scrimmage to get the run game going and give Cam a little bit more space.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To throw is Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
And what a workhorse is Christian McCaffrey, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, who led his team in rushing and receiving yardage in 2018 and was also the team's leading scorer. How about this? Set an NFL record for catches for a running back with 107. So for an encore, he just wants to get his team back to the playoffs in 2019.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in
And
at varying levels.
that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown.
Damn, yo.
DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to
Savage
first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this...
Savage. All right. And key moments.
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. To throw again on second down. Newton, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
54, right there, 54 miles. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 15, check 15.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing.
A big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. Winston on 3rd and 2. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively.
Come on, Evans, hold on to the ball. I say let's go for it.
Black 45 behind. 59, left to 59. I'm trying to collect. Let's go.
4th down, Winston. He's got Evans. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Ready. Black 25. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be getting tired.
Come on.
From the red zone now, Winston.
Oh, shit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose.
It came loose!
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
I got a reprieve there. Oh, man.
Ready. Black 25. Mark 54. Here we go. Wait. Here I come.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Damn it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Winston. And the pressure will
Come
get
on.
him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all,
Oh, the clock
do you
was
want to
running.
tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Play fake. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception at half. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The
Got you that time.
Run gets him 3, but
I got you that time.
coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman.
Oh, if I would have pressed catch and run, he was going the distance.
So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Again, it's Winston. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's
Can anybody block Luke Kuechly?
Now Winston on 4th down. And Jameis intercepted
What
a
the
3rd
fuck
time.
was that? I wasn't even close to where I threw it.
Kuechly that picks it. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
He bad. Oh my God, we're getting blown out.
Just inside of a minute here remaining in the first half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Intercepted.
This one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be called.
No way! No!
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Defense.
So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston gonna throw deep.
God damn it!
Intercepted.
God damn it, dude. What is that, 4 now? Loft it over him into the corner of the end zone. Jesus. Good thing this is a warm-up game. Holy shit.
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4. Jameis again. And that is incomplete.
So even when I do hit him in the hands, he fucking drops it. Whatever, just kick a field
For
goal.
the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Jameis to throw it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Oh my God. Luke Kuechly is lighting me the fuck up.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Here's Winston. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert. First and goal.
Ready. White 25. Check. Check right.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it in.
At least I got a TD out of this.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the...
It's a 2-score game in the fourth quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football.
Here we go.
All right, time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. On first down, this is McCaffrey. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing here, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take
Yikes.
into the end zone. Touchdown,
Owned.
Carolina.
Get wrecked, son.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their
Just does a little hurdle over the body.
In the fourth quarter, they've got to feel pretty good
Left
about
behind.
this.
Things are not looking good for this offense. 3-score game in the fourth. They need points quickly. Winston now.
Fuck
Now
it.
a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Everybody's winning their one-on-one battles.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
You've got to understand
Why would you
situational
blitz your
football because
safety
they're playing
in
with the
at the
lead
end of
here
a
late in the
game?
ball game? So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here. Pass play like that. It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. And this
Why does it make me play a
going down to
okay.
a lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
5 takeaways.
So for Carolina, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And now they'll get the weekend.
I'm just curious to see what Winston's passer rating is. 52. Okay.
Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers,
47
they'll
attempts.
drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Okay. Now, a marquee 1 o'clock game here on Sunday is the Vikings and Packers. I'm going to take in Lambeau. Packers defense looked pretty good last week, but the Packers offense not as great. I'm gonna pick the Vikings. I think the Vikings have overall more talent on their team than the Green Bay Packers. But you can never rule out Aaron Rodgers.
Now we're cooking. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium.
Whoa, they got their old school throwback jerseys on.
We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago.
I think those jerseys are ugly as hell.
We are ready for football.
They're terrible.
As the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got 2 quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, I hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start.
Dude, that almost went for the distance there.
We get set to get our first.
There was nobody in the lane.
If you peek back to week 1 in that victory over Chicago, it was all about the defense, really, Charles. Aaron Rodgers was pretty pedestrian, 18 of 30, 203 yards and a touchdown.
And how happy was he in the post-game interview? We've got a defense. And when you're a quarterback of his stature and you know the defense is going to back you up, that changes your whole outlook. And they got away with one, only 10 points, but a big-time victory. We've got a defense. That's big time in Green Bay and big time for Aaron Rodgers. And also, he didn't get hurt. He got hurt in the season opener last year against Chicago, even though he came back and won the game with a big touchdown pass.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 2nd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Oh! Oh my God, dude. He went straight down. What a hit.
Got a man, that's Allison. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Get in the way. Get in the way.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
Yeah, sack.
And down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz.
Harrison Smith, baby.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Rodgers
Here
now
comes
after
the
sack.
blitz.
He'll lead
Here
pack
comes
up
the
on
blitz.
3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Oh!
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, J.K.
All right, so we're definitely getting through the offensive line.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota offense here coming out. Kirk Cousins in that win in week 1 really didn't have to do a whole lot. 8 of 10 throwing the football, 98 yards and a touchdown. After the game, he said, this is unique. I think the last time I threw 10 or fewer passes in a game was Pop Warner.
Probably running the wishbone or some type of option offense in Pop Warner, but if you just saw the raw stats and didn't see the game, you might think it's still the preseason. Because that's what numbers look like in the preseason. A couple of drives, 8 of 10, get him out of the ball game. But they ran the ball so effectively, he didn't have to put it in the air.
And speaking of those 10 passes, here's a stat. NFL teams had attempted 10 or fewer passes in a game exactly twice in the last decade. That's how rare that is. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And now
are you kidding me?
Incomplete pass. We'll get a timeout here for an injured player.
I threw it away.
We'll check on his status when we get back. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mannion. And he whips that one incomplete.
Yikes, dude.
Running back, the intended target.
That accuracy is
poor.
poor.
Starting defense for Green Bay, and this D was so good in week 1, Charles, allowing only 254 yards and just a field goal in that opener.
They have to feel fantastic, don't they? Because their defense coordinator throws a lot of stuff at offenses, and they seem to have grasped his system now. Kenny Clark, the defensive lineman, he's their standout, and he's their anchor. But how about the new pickups? Adrian Amos in the secondary, Zadarius and Preston Smith at linebacker, and first-round safety Darnell Savage. They flew around and made plays.
Now the throw on 3rd down, not to...
Ew. That was terrible. What is with their accuracy, man? I guess because he's hurt.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a 3rd down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Dude, I was right there. I pressed the Y button, and why didn't he jump up and grab it?
But he's inside the 5 all the way to the... They come out here in the eye. But they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Trevor Davis, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside.
Oh!
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. But
You gotta snag that one.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's jump back into the action with this defense.
Dude, what the hell?
1st and 10 at the 11.
Our offense must have turned it over.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Get him! You can't just let him stand there for 10 years.
Graham, touchdown Packers.
Damn it.
Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not...
Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Flush to his right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook.
That's it, baby.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's able to find Diggs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. End zone touchdown, Minnesota.
What a touchdown!
His first touchdown of the new season.
Popped up in the air and the other receiver gets it. Boop.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter,
Unbelievable.
a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one.
Oh,
in the end
that's
zone.
making the highlight
Leave
reel,
much
dude.
time on the clock either. Well done. The kicking unit out on the field. They've got a chance here to convert for 3. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
All right, one-score game. Let's get it.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Yes!
This is going to be intercepted.
Go!
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, yes. What a defensive call there.
Well, partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough.
Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. Now a first down carry by Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Ah, shit.
Be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown.
Doesn't matter
Check
anyway,
the flag,
touchdown.
But it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, no hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Cousins now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive.
This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And
Check.
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick.
That's a pick, boy. That's a pick. Going the other way.
It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
Mike 54. Run right. Slam, slam.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time
Can't have a team with Delvin Cook on it and you only get 19 rushing yards. That's bad. Can't do that.
Down the stretch.
Needed to establish the run more.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
All right, we're 0-2 this week. Got to get a win here. Time to do it with my Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks as they match up with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With that, we're off to Pittsburgh for the home opener. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Big Ben leading out the Steelers, and this is an offensive group that's hoping to perform better here than they did week 1 against New England, losing 33-3. It's not often that you see Pittsburgh lose by that margin, and you think of Big Ben. He had a streak of 26 straight games with a touchdown pass snap. That was the longest in the NFL.
And you mentioned the margin that they lost by. It's only the second time in Big Ben's 16-year career that he had a team lose by a 30 or more margin. So that was a tough night all the way around for Pittsburgh. They'll have to regroup and move on from that one. It doesn't get much easier because it is the NFL. But Big Ben, he knows how to bring a team back, and now he's got to work some of those young receivers into the lineup.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his
89. Vance McDonald did not block.
Here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. On third down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30.
First down.
He's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 80. Easy. 54. You.
Roethlisberger will throw. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
66.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Horrible.
And the Seahawks have recovered.
Horrible.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that
Horrible.
has it. I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he caught it.
Get it!
And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Yes!
So a rocky start on both sides.
Yet it
offensively.
says that it's
Turnovers
3rd down.
exchanged.
What? Wait.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around
I
like
picked up the football.
Have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Now Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down.
And that pisses me off. This game, man.
And they're able to convert
This game.
with a solid gain of 23. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
We're scoreless after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal.
Oh!
No
Bud Dupree wrecked Russell Wilson.
As he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. That was 3rd down.
Nice defensive play by Joe Hayden.
Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
I hit the friggin' kicker.
Sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Oh my God, dude.
1st and goal. Now it's Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and
Having
goal.
a bad day here.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Again, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2.
What the fuck?
A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle.
Go Juju! Touchdown Pittsburgh! Juju Smith-Schuster, 38-yard TD.
Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
You missed.
Enough to get it done.
So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Completes it to Moncrief left side.
1st down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steeler first. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Uh-oh.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover.
All right, you got me back for that other touchdown that I got in the previous game.
Well, at some point during
You
this
bounced the ball
broadcast,
around so somebody caught it. Okay. All right. Yep. I hear you.
red zone
I see you.
situation
I see
forthcoming
you.
as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
What are you doing? Why do you run away from the guy?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch. And
Wait. I want to see something here. Nelson. Watch Nelson here. All right. So he's coming up. He's coming up. He runs away. Look. Get in front of him. Get in front of him. No? Okay, I'm going to run backwards now. And then away from him, too. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't do that. I didn't even control that.
looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Touchdown.
Wilson, and he is in.
Oh my God! He's fucking defense.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson.
Terrible.
So back to live action. Offense in a little bit of a hole. Now can they dig themselves out? Down big on the scoreboard. They need something here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is caught.
Another face mask.
They will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Defense.
They give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Now Ben,
No.
and he lost the football. It's loose.
Get back up. Get back up. Get back up.
First down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Toward the
Jesus
end zone,
Christ!
That's going to wind up incomplete.
All these plays suck.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Roethlisberger to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is all the way up past the 20.
How am I ever supposed to win a game whenever it's just constant turnovers?
Brandon, I want to
fucking fumbles.
broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
What the
Absolutely.
fuck?
It was a 2-possession game. It is a
And not only
two-possession
does he
game at this
fumble it, he
stage of the
fumbles it
fourth. They
right
need
into
points
the
out of
bread
that.
basket of the other
Obviously
dude.
now, no chance at all to get those points if they so.
Game's over.
And they have been struggling. Can they get the score they need to get back in this football game?
He can't hang.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James
Somehow he
Washington.
caught it.
A good pickup there at 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The
I don't even
passing
know what
game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Today's football.
He dropped it.
Break tackles, make people miss.
How do you fucking drop that?
For the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong.
Why?
Deep ball, and now
he had it. Why did he drop it?
The Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete.
He's wide open.
Their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
What the fuck is going on in this fucking football game?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they
I don't see the points on the board.
With a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Boy, it's nice to have that.
What the fuck is wrong with it? It's got a touchdown and it fucking said no.
And this is intercepted, and that should do
This
it.
goddamn game's broken.
Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the
And if I
victory here
did catch it for a touchdown, or if I did catch it and it wasn't a touchdown, the clock should have been running. The fucking game is busted.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that
The game is broken, dude.
And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.
How many things were broken in that game? I had the fumble that I recovered, but then it still gave it back to the offense of the other team. I got a touchdown, and then it didn't put the points on the board, but it also stopped the clock. And the guy celebrated like he scored a touchdown.
Next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back to their winning.
What the fuck, dude? I'm not going to play this game if this is going to be how it plays. It's garbage. It's fucking garbage. I mean, I'm not the best player in the world, but holy shit. It should at least follow the rules of football. You know? Damn it. Come on. I mean, I'm on All-Pro. Did they ratchet some shit up here? Because I can't even do anything now.
It's girly power. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With that, we're off to LA for the Rams home opener in their 3rd season back home. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the 2nd largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. And a few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile,
Let's see if the referees screw me in this game. Just like they did the last year in the NFC Championship. That would be authentic NFL experience.
Really well played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now in his 4th year in the league, Jared Goff bringing out this Rams offense. And for Goff individually, Week 1 against the Panthers, 23 of 39, under 200 yards passing, had a touchdown and an interception. But, hey, they got the 30-27 win.
They certainly did. He essentially threw the game clincher to Tyler Higbee to put him up 30-20, and then they were able to hold on. But here's the stat that I like about Jared Goff. He was a #1 overall pick himself, but against other #1 quarterbacks, drafted first overall, he's 5-1 in his career now, 1-0 in 2019, beating Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
When I press the button to change defenders, why is it giving me the safety every fucking time? Give me the cornerback so I can intercept.
All week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Saints under longtime head coach Sean Payton. The QB bringing him out, spent his first 5 NFL seasons in a Charger uniform, a fan favorite with these folks, and really wherever he goes, a well-liked guy, Drew Brees.
Yeah, some guys just do it right, don't they? And Drew Brees has done exactly that. Now, as you mentioned, 5 years in a Chargers uniform, and he has good memories of that. That's really just a jersey up on the wall for him now, right? He just wants to go ahead and play the game.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
The steal in the 2017 NFL Draft had to be running back Alvin Kamara out of Tennessee, who ended up being that year's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Split time with Mark Ingram his first 2 years in the league. With Mark Ingram now in Baltimore, it's his show. And through his first 2 years, almost equal yardage, rushing and receiving. Expect his rushing numbers to take a big leap in 2019.
Can't keep getting a yard per fucking run.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Shotgun now for Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29.
So
second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. So on trots the field goal unit, and
he's never going to make this.
Going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
We got this.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them in. Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Breeze now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
No. No, it's not. He was out of bounds.
Going through our season predictions before week 1, but Hurricane Dorian prevented it.
I want to challenge it. God damn it. I can't do anything in this fucking game that you can do in the NFL. That was not a fucking interception. That was a goddamn...
Just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop?
Motherfuck.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
What the fuck?
Ball in the red zone here. Defense in a pretty tough situation. 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
I'm getting really pissed. I'm getting really fucking
And
pissed.
it brings up 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze.
Nice catch. One-handed,
One-handed,
beautiful catch.
Inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Los Angeles.
Just don't turn it over.
This one's still anybody's.
You can at least get the lead. Just don't turn it over.
As we begin the 4th quarter of play. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Now this play doesn't go anywhere.
I can't run. I cannot run in fucking Madden. I can't run.
That's going to go as a loss of 4.
He just does this chip block, and then I'm fucked.
Drew Brees, 6th fourth quarter.
You need to hold your block.
Ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Fuck.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And everybody controls like a goddamn tank.
To the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
Whatever. Get the lead.
A ball may come your way.
Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points.
The key coming up here.
This is going to end in a touchdown.
For this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Throwing again is gone. This one to the left to Higbee.
First
He
down.
will have the first down across the 20
Easy
to the
peasy.
19-yard line.
Here they come. Here they come. Touchdown, Rams.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a good gain here.
10 yards.
19 down to the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few
Touchdown.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown.
I have not stopped an offense yet today.
A big drive now for this offense. They'll have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they search for a late score. Now Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus.
40 to go. 180. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
After the interception, here's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
Don't worry, I'll get right back to him here. Hold on. Give me a second.
Ready. 95, 56. 95, 56. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. It's caught on the right
What
side.
the fuck was that? I threw it to the other dude that did the curl route, and he threw it way short, and the other guy caught it.
16
Oh my
yards right
god.
off the bat.
Oh my god, dude.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. He got 29 yards that time. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get.
And he takes it across. And
Finally.
touchdown.
Rushing
Saints.
touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
All right.
This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks.
Great start.
Well upfield across the
Amazing start.
back to throw.
Guys, you want to cover anybody. Anybody.
Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper.
They're already down the
He was
field goal
injured on
range.
November 11th,
Took like 2
ACL
plays.
out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Throw left side to Reynolds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
You got to stop them.
Get the first down as they bring him down.
Stop anything.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley.
Bubba!
Oh, no.
Get the ball!
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Did he actually fumble it? I don't know.
Well, that's
Or did he just go down and drop the ball?
Opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they
Is
cough
his
it
knee
up.
down?
I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no
I
bigger
can't.
time to
It's
force
so
a turnover
instantaneous. I
when you've
can't
got that
tell.
Small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it.
So this one, a
I won a
victory
game,
here for
finally.
New Orleans. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game.
Holy
Nothing
shit.
comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game.
That game was
We had
ridiculous.
exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
All right, Sunday Night Football, Philadelphia Eagles and Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles as they match up with a former league MVP, Matt Ryan, and the Atlanta Falcons. With that, we're out to Atlanta for their home opener. Standing by at Mercedes-Benz Stadium are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagles offense, we'll get a look at them in just a second. Speaking of Wentz, week 1 against Washington, 313 yards, threw for 3 scores, but you called that game. You were telling me early on there were some frustrated Eagles fans.
It started about the 3rd drive where Philadelphia didn't get much done on offense, and by the middle of the 2nd quarter, it was full-fledged Boo Birds, and they booed them off the field at halftime before they really got going in the 3rd quarter and came back and beat Washington. But this is all about Carson Wentz, you know, him being back from his injury, having the team full-time now, and he showed a lot in this game. Poise, stayed with it, and in the second half, he was dynamite throwing the deep ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The field position gave such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one all the way.
Who was covering him?
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 38, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Ryan's pass taken.
Who is covering Ridley?
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
I can't get through any offensive line. Nobody covers anybody within 5 yards. How am I supposed to play defense?
Gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Come on.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. No score after one on EA Sports. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
His first touchdown of
Nobody
the
covers.
season, and they are able to strike first.
They're so far off the receivers. Nobody covers. Meanwhile, I'm watching all my guys when I'm on offense. They're fucking glued to them. Fucking glued to them.
It's a smaller defensive back, but when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return. They'll start their drive just past the 30.
I'm on.
Yard line.
I'm on. God almighty.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Now Wentz on third down, and he connects with Ertz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made. All right, we've got an offense in the red zone, but facing a third down situation here. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Wentz to the end zone.
Of course.
Complete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking...
Dude was wide open, chucked it over his fucking head.
Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Whatever.
A red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10, ball at the 19. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, this will be caught just inside the 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Ryan will throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here.
This tight end's kicking my fucking ass.
For the final moments here of the second quarter, they don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No.
All right, time
Dude,
to
just
jump back
stop.
in. This defense already
Just stop.
2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one.
Switch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and this one brought in by Sanu. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line.
Are the defensive backs that bad for the Philadelphia Eagles? Is that what you're telling me? They're fucking terrible, bro. It has to be what it is.
They'll look to run with Freeman.
Touchdown.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
I just don't give a fuck anymore.
It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Wynn's going to try and throw on third. And Jeffrey's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert.
You see, though, how I have zero time to do anything after the catch? I mean, they are on my ass. Meanwhile, these guys are just wide open. La, 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 whatever.
Right here, right here.
Again, they'll throw with Wynn.
Oh, my.
And he is
I thought it was intercepted.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Heck of a start.
Give me that, bro.
All right,
Really,
so
are we going to
onside
actually
kick
try for this?
forthcoming. This one resting on the shoulders of the hands team. Can they get the football?
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that
Oh, my God. They scored another touchdown.
This offense in search of points in a big way here. Above 3 minutes to go. That's
Dude,
all
the
that's
simulation
left
just went,
in the
fuck
fourth
you.
quarter. Wentz now to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Jesus Christ.
Flush to his right.
Holding.
Holding. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Sproles. And
Face mask.
Down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. Just a 1-yard pickup
Ooh.
on the play.
A whole 1 yard. Yeah.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It fights him off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Okay.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9
Third and
tries.
forever.
Good job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and a mile. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his effort.
4th
So
and
that
forever.
brings us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
You had it.
They will not be able to hook up there. It's
You had it. End the game.
So time runs out. It's a
Monday Night
victory for
Football,
the
let's
Atlanta
lose that one.
Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people
There ain't
watching
no
this
way
one
Atlanta's going
were
to
thinking
kick
to
their ass
themselves,
that
"I
bad.
bet halftime is really
That
interesting."
is
Probably
not
took
going to
the paint off the
happen.
walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark.
God, this is going to be a train wreck. Oh man, this has been a absolutely atrocious stream with this fucking game. I don't know what happened from week 1 to week 2, but this is trash. It is so hard to do anything. And it is impossible for me to play defense.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the runner-up and Rookie of the Year balloting Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns, as they square off against second-year man Sam Darnold and the new-look New York Jets. Let's get up to the Jets' home opener in their 50th anniversary season of winning Super Bowl III. On the call, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us
Yay,
to
more
MetLife
fumbles.
Stadium in the Garden
More
State of
fumbles
New
with the
Jersey.
rain.
A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one.
No.
As those New York Jets get
It's going to be a
set
bad
face
one.
off with the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 24-year-old quarterback Baker Mayfield bringing out the Cleveland Browns. Week 1 for Baker through the 3 interceptions, 25 of 38, 285 yards. He did have a touchdown to go along with the 3 picks, but not the Week 1 that Baker was envisioning.
Not at all, because he doesn't envision that. What he sees is throwing 3 touchdown passes and making big plays, and those will come before the season is over. He's too talented, and so is this Browns roster. But they didn't help themselves at all. 10 penalties, 107 yards in the first half. Ended up with 18 penalties total for 182 yards. You're not going to win very many games when you're that sloppy.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Caught left side, it's Beckham. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards there, first down.
Yeah, okay.
You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Mayfield with it once more. He's got Njoku over the middle. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. As the Jets take the field here again, let's discuss Le'Veon Bell, because week 1, that was his first game since January 14th of 2017. That's over 600 days ago. 92 yards of total offense, did have a touchdown. Just kind of an okay debut for him.
Yeah, he said he didn't want to be eased back into action. He wanted to go ahead and take, hey, if you want me to touch it 50 times, not a problem. They may approach that number before the season is over, but in the first game, as you mentioned, 92 yards of total offense, a touchdown catch. And one of the things he did during that time he was inactive, he studied wide receivers in order to become a better, more productive receiver out of the backfield, even though he was pretty darn good at it when he left Pittsburgh. But the guy we really need to talk about is Jamison Crowder. 14 catches. The problem, though, just 99 yards generated with those 14 catches. The 14 catches, you should be well into the 100s.
Darnold on first down. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Joe Schobert.
What the fuck happened? Now all of a sudden, whatever.
13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark. Time to take you back into the ball game. It's a red zone alert as this defense faces a 1st and 10 in the final minute of the opening quarter. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
The cornerback just ran right past the guy.
His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the
Really?
huddle. I like the play call.
So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's Bell. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's...
Break a tackle. Just break 1 tackle, please. I beg you. Just break a fucking tackle. Jesus Christ.
It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
His pass caught at the 4. First catch for the NFL's catch leader after 1 week, and it's a 1st down. Now Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Hell yeah.
And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Hey, Garrett.
Myles Garrett, his 2nd.
Yeah, that's Garrett.
This defense holding on to a slim 3-point lead here in the 4th. They need to hold on and hopefully yield no more than a field goal. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. On third down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. All right, time winding down. This is going to be a huge drive. Let's see what the offense can do back out onto the field.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
On first down, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. All tied up.
All right, burn that clock.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll run on first down. Bell. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Bell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. He is
Get 1 yard, dude. All you need was 1 fucking yard.
Signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Ficken's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here. This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. We are inside of 1 minute, only 1 timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
Oh, no, he lost the
Yes.
football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the
Yes.
29-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York
Got another
Jets.
win. So we got 2 wins out of the 6 games we played.
Really both
Not
sides
bad.
did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get
Actually,
the win.
that's off.
They really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times.
Damn,
right?
165
Those were
rushing
mentally
yards
tough.
for the Jets.
Those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jets, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for us here.
They'll drop to 0-2,
And,
they'll get a
hey,
chance
I'll
to
see you in
redeem
week 3 here
themselves
next
at
week
home next
for
week.
Madden Game Day. Until then, take it easy.
And for Charles Davis.